Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going to be going over, well actually not really much, mainly just the Wargares 50%, kind of messing around with that, and yeah, just kind of seeing what we can do. Not really too noticeable of anything that occurred in this kingdom, though it is definitely really notable that a new kingdom is coming out this Friday. So, even though the event is kind of dull, we do have a new kingdom coming up. Yep. Oh yeah, sorry. I was a little bit late, mainly because of the, I had to update the streaming software. I never actually open up the streaming software until, like, just before I need to start streaming. And that's sometimes bad, because sometimes it needs to be updated. And, yeah, and then that makes it go on a little bit longer. But, yeah, we are here. Hey, we got a spring imp. Too bad I don't need that one. I need autumn imps. I forgot, you can actually get from legendary tasks the seasonal imps at any time, which is kind of odd, but yeah, because normally you aren't able to in any other means. So first things first, let's stick with some kind of Wargares skull spam team. Hello, you didn't hear the hello? Hello everyone. Also welcome Raphael, Strawn, JZG, Shorts or Shots, Jesse, and Timothy. Amanda, welcome all, welcome. If you guys want me to go over anything in specific, feel free to ask. Leave in the video, I went over most everything in the event this week. I should have time tomorrow to finally do the soul farming video as well. So we'll hopefully get around to that. And if we have extra time, I might even stream Darkest Dungeon, because I've been wanting to play that a bit more as well. Let's see. Well, where do we go? I think we'll just throw down on... Do we have alignment? No, we do not. The struggles of no alignment. And he has archer class, so I gotta watch out for that. I could always just try converting into more mana. Even though we don't get mana here, it will give us some kind of alignment, most likely. And somehow it does not. Not even... Oh, yes, it does. Never mind. There he is. Forest Guardian. So we do that. We get a huge amount of skulls. And then we just throw down on the Keeper onto the green. And that's pretty much match. Not completely yet, though. But if we do another giant spider into it, we'd be good. Though there is no giant spider extra turn, so I guess we just take a skull and go from there. And even if he has skull resistance, we could always just tap him out if we really had to. Though at this point, I think it's just better poking. And there we go, there's the tap. The ridiculously small tap for the kill. Hello, Scott! Welcome! Hello, Tobias. Welcome as well. Hello, Henny. Welcome back. Yeah, I can't believe they actually added a troop this week. I thought they might, like, adjust it or something before the event actually came out. But that is pretty far down there. Create 7 gems of a chosen color, and then just give all Wargares a barrier. That is relatively weak. I'd say even Devoted is better than that. Or not Devoted, what's her name? Yeah, Devoted, that's her name. I don't use her so much that I almost forgot. The Devoted, right? Yeah. It's kind of like the same level as uselessness as the Devoted in a way. Create 7 gems of a chosen color, cleanse all allies, at least this has a cleanse all, and then give them all a little bit of mana. She's not really used anymore either. Then again, she's fallen off even before the gem spawn got nerfed, but after the gem spawn nerf, she was like really far down there. But yeah, this is a useless troop this week. But we have a whole new kingdom of useful troops. Not every single troop in the new kingdom's useful. Like, never, there's never any kingdom where literally everything is useful. Though Dragon's Claw came pretty close to that. But, it's definitely going to be pretty nice. It's going to be a really weird meta as well, for once. Mainly because you can't really use Gorgoltha or traits as a sure frontline tank anymore as of next patch. Because there's going to be so many troops within Rage that all people will have to do is just use any of the counters to it, and they'll be perfectly fine. It's going to be a little weird how that will pan out, because you can't just put like a Gorgoltha first slot and then boom, you're perfectly protected. You won't be anymore. Because too many things will hit through it. Also, my mustache is like getting into my mouth. I'll probably need to shave this soon. Starting to get too long. Let's see. Well, where do we throw the Forest Guardian at? We have alignment there. We don't have any convert off the giant spider. So we're likely just going to have to move something weirdly. And just wait a couple turns. Let's move that for now. And there it goes. Okay, board clear. I'm actually perfectly fine with that. Because that can give us alignment. Though it didn't. Really? Okay. So we'll just giant spider for the keeper. And then we just keep her. Oh, I could have actually devoured right now. We're probably gone for that. And because we could have gotten the double kill and then the skull spam the last one out. So move that over. How come none of this is getting next to each other? Come on. And there we go, finally. So we can throw the Forest Guardian, then the Keeper, and then match. You got a Wolf a few weeks ago? Nice. Yeah, he's not bad. He's definitely below average. His ability is really, really weird. But, everything else about him is actually pretty decent. All of his traits are nice, other than his, gain 1 life whenever someone casts a spell. Well, I guess that's not horrible. Oh, this counts as a beast? Undead beast. A bunch of bone scorpions. Well, I'm fine with that. Get 4 free beast kills. What carries over when you switch guilds? Task rewards available from now. Wait. From new guild wars, you buy the old sentinels. No. If you move to a... Actually, I don't know what happens if you move mid-upgraded. I know if you move mid-week, like for example, if you move guilds tomorrow, you will you'll end up not being able to participate in the guild wars. If you move now and before the reset that occurs on Tuesday in like what 5, 6, 7 hours, about 7 hours from now, then you will. Well, if you try switching now, you'll still be able to go into their guild wars, but I'm not sure if the sentinels carry over. I want to say no. But I've never tried doing that before, so I honestly do not know. But I have a feeling it doesn't carry over. I just never actually tested it before, because I've never actually left a guild with sentinels upgraded, just in case it would delete them. Because then you just waste a lot of resources if they don't actually carry over, especially if the other guild's expecting you to actually upgrade them. Alright, so we'll get the alignment right there. Should be a pretty easy battle, but he's being a bit annoying. Well, actually, he's not being annoying. The board's being annoying by not giving us what we need. So we'll throw that down. I don't know why I did that again. I did that to try to get more purples on the board, yet it denies all purples on the board. So that wasn't the greatest of ideas. Let's see. We'll just go and move that up. Yeah, Wolfgarrick as a troop in general, really underused, mainly because of his magic to damage ratio, is almost a 1-to-1, which is ridiculously low, given that many troops have like a 2, 3, maybe even 4 times their mana cost and damage on some of them as far as their total damage, whereas Wolfgarrick doesn't even do a 1-to-1 on its own. It's not really a troop that ever really gets much use. The only thing it usually gets used for is basically what I'm using it for now, is a impervious skull spammer, because it does automatically gain a pretty hefty amount of attack. Its base attack is already ridiculously high, and it can also give some key troops additional magic if you happen to be using other good war gears. Unfortunately, it does block the best war gear in the game, or the other best war gear. I guess you could kind of consider this one the best. Amira. Amira does a lot of true damage to a single target, and does double if they're blue, and can normally one-shot them if they are blue. Not to mention she gains even more magic as she keeps casting every single time and steals it from them. And additional 5 magic on that is, if you knock her all the way up to, like, that would be 70 damage. 70 true damage is enough to kill a good majority of blue troops that don't have a bonus. Like, if we just go and search blue right now and ignore every single one that has a bonus right now, 70 damage would kill all of this. Even Behemoth would kill all of that, even the one with high HP. It kills pretty much every blue troop in the entire game in one shot, other than Druid, because he has 50% this week, but normally it would. And Fenair, because he has 50%. Actually, it kills literally everything if you did the combo of that, because Green Slime has the highest HP of, I believe, any troop at the moment. And it's still one-shottable as well. So yeah, that's the main thing that makes her really powerful. So an Amira plus a fully traded Wargear is actually quite devastating if blue teams are ever annoying. You can also kill out Justice Team. Is probably the most notable thing that you would use it for, because Justice Team runs 2 to 3 blues on it normally. It definitely goes Justice, and it definitely goes Queen Mab, and sometimes even goes a third thing, like sometimes a Core Vashin First Thought or something like that. That's really easily countable by Amira with the bonus. Event chest or gem chest? For what? Event chest or gem chest for what? Also, thank you, Guy Valor, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, you'll lose the upgrades? Thank you for that, Joa. So Joa knows what it does then. You hope we get some luck here. The ones you just wanted, kind of most, Wolf and Ellie, and don't have them. Aw. Well, Wolf you can get this week. Elma Grimm, you're probably going to have to wait until crafting comes out, because there isn't going to be any really accessible way to get it before then. So let's go Skull Poke. Is that enough damage? Please be. Yes, perfect. So there we go. And now he has a ridiculously high attack that we can start using, though we don't have the mana or the alignment. Come on, you got this. Okay. Really weird color I have to use this on. You know what? I'm going to do this on red, even though we get no mana. I'm going to try doing something here and try to... Okay, that's not going to work. Oh, it will if I take a turn, though. If I move this down... And perfect. Okay, that took a lot of setup, but there we go. And that's match. Event chests or gem chests? Like, what should you spend your gems on? Oh, generally you spend all your gems on gem chests, not on event chests. Gem chests are almost always the better choice because gem chests are almost always the better choice because event chests cost 50% more if you try to buy them. I can't actually show that here because I have keys in the slot. But gem chests cost 450 to buy 50, whereas event chests cost 50% more than that. So what's that, like 675? I think it's 675 to buy 50. And they both have the exact same rarity drop rate. The only difference is the event keys tend to drop mainly from the specific kingdom of the event, whereas gem keys drop from every single troop in the game that's ultra rare and above. So it's pretty much always better to go gem chests, unless there's a specific legend or mythic that you really want to try for in event keys. You should always go for gem keys otherwise. For the first time in your game history, you found a new mythic on its release. Nice! Yeah, so far there hasn't been a single mythic I haven't found on its release. I don't think there ever will be, mainly because now that I do video content for every single one, I kind of have to find every single one on its release. Like, before it was kind of optional, and I was just kind of getting lucky and had a huge amount of resources to throw at it. But nowadays, I kind of have to. Or else I can't do a video on it. Let's see. Let's get a giant spider off first. And then hopefully the purples will be near each other. Or the greens and browns. Looks like neither, of course. So we'll just throw down some skulls. Don't have a devour yet, but we can throw down the ability. Don't have a devour yet. Even if it did, it's stealthy, and I almost forgot about that. And that's match. Sure, we'll tap you for the kill, and down it goes. But yeah, Wolf Garrick team. It's really weird that they added a barrier to the totem as well, because generally most things in the Magrim Woods Kingdom runs Forest Guardian, because many things in the kingdom are beasts, and that gives them 50% mana. And this already gives you barrier. So there's no need to use a little small totem to go and do that. It's just going to, it's not going to really do anything at all. For the first, oh, wait, I already read that. Is there any good, is there a good in the crafting system? A vid? Oh, no, we don't know anything really too much about the crafting system. We know that it's going to cost souls. It may cost another resource other than souls that they're adding in the new patch. It's never going to have every mythic available at once. It's only going to have a small portion of them, maybe even only one. They haven't actually said. They only said that every mythic will not be available at a given time, because they know that would be too overpowered if they did end up doing that. I think it still would have been fine, but you know, people are just going to go for like Farish Raz and Amnesias or, you know, any other thing. So to still make them somewhat unique and rarish, they're only going to be doing probably like 1, 2, maybe 3 of them every single week or something, and just kind of do them on some kind of rotation. But as far as any specifics about crafting system, we really know very, very little, and probably won't for another month or two. It should be out in about 2 months or so. Could even be out in the next month or so. I have heard estimates saying that's even longer than that, but the devs haven't given any official date or much information on it. All we know is that's coming next patch. Is the biggest thing that we know, obviously, and the other information I just went over. Okay, Where do we throw down the giant spider? Nowheres? Nowheres. We'll just take a green. Hate boards like this, when you don't get anything for multiple turns in a row. And you just have to keep passing by taking weird moves. And there we go. Got it on blue. That gives us keeper, which we'll throw ideally on brown. But we don't have it. Don't want to waste so many purples from the board. Why don't we have Forest Guardian? Okay, I don't know what to do here then. I guess I might just convert to purple. We're gonna have to deny so many of them anyways from swiping there twice, so we'll go for that. And okay, that seems to be the okay move then. We got a pretty good follow-up board. And Forest Guardian, why are you 1 mana short? We could have gotten a nice cascade right there. Oh wait, never mind, we already won. What am I doing? There we go. Forgot about that. He normally doesn't go into kill range, but when he does, it's really useful to get a double kill out of nowhere. Because you can just skull spam down the front. That's kind of almost like the ideal battle if the board actually went in our favor a little bit more. Because you just kill out the first troops, and then tap the third, and then you devour the third, and then you instantly win. Hello, Azak. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you could join us. Okay, so, board. What do we do here? Probably blue surge. Go. There we go, perfect. Ah, he poked us. He poked us. We'll go on brown, that'll be fine. No Forest Guardian or anything. We will get some mana back into it. I need a poke on him so we can get Devour. There we go. Forest Guardian up now, but I kind of needed it a little bit earlier, but we'll still throw it now. So we get a Spider from that, which can give us a brown convert for 5 times. Not enough mana for anything yet. Just slightly off. Gonna probably have to take a skull and then Devour him. Oh, perfect. Nice. Right on the dot. We're getting a lot of 37s right on the dot. That 50% makes a really huge difference for him to actually be able to get kills. And that's match. Can you fight the #1 guy on the leaderboard of PvP and ladders? Yes. Whoever is the #1 guy right now, I don't even know. It probably will change quite a bit because whoever's #1 now isn't really too relative to who will be #1 by the end of the week because it's only the very first day. Also, wow, you can get over 20,000 points a day now, which I guess makes sense because we have 4 times speed. You used to be able to do like 15,000 a day earlier, so now it should almost be like 30,000 a day if they really go all out, full-blown grind mode. But yeah, let's go and fight whatever he's using. Oh, he's just using the standard Cabarrus, Giant Spider, Forest Guardian, Cabarrus team. A different banner though, +2 purple, +1 yellow. Not quite sure why many people bother going with this. I find yellow to be a little bit useless in this kind of team. Getting Forest Guardian up I don't find is to be mandatory. On a defend team, that is. For invading teams it's important, but for defending it's not. So here, let's go throw Wolfgarrick Skull Spam against Cabarrus Devour Spam. And see who will win. As long as we don't get randomly devoured, it should be us, because that's the only thing he really has, is one very strong random devour chance. And if he doesn't hit that, then he basically loses. Also, the main advantage of this kind of team is that it gets started very quick because of the half mana. But since we have half mana as well, he doesn't really get started any quicker than we do. As you can see, since we're already kind of going. We'll throw that down, and then get our mana right back on the blue. Gonna need a bunch of these greens. I accidentally blocked the Forest Guardian there, but we can throw that down on yellow. Not really a color we need too badly. And then throw down some kind of skull spam or something. Maybe I don't want to do it on green. Don't want to do it on purple. Blue would be great, but we don't have alignment on it. So as much as I don't want to, we'll do it on purple. That will overkill it like crazy. And oh, we still have Forest Guardian alignment. Oh, that's nice. But we have like no purple on the board now. And that's a little bad because we need Keeper to be able to do something here. And we don't have our Devour, so we're just going to have to poke. Another poke, and hopefully that brings him into range. Wow, we actually have a Giant Spider right here, so we'll go for that. Not enough for Keeper, though, which would have been great if it was. But I guess we just poke him. Now we could... Oh, wait. Didn't see the green there. This doesn't really help us much, but yeah, we'll take the skull and the purple. And now we have Keeper for next turn. And we'll probably throw that on red. Or yellow. Do it on red. And that's match. There we go. But yeah, that's the #1 person on the leaderboard. He's just using the standard Cabarrus team. It's pretty annoying in Guild Wars, but it did get nerfed. I'm actually surprised he's using that right now. This is basically the main team that everyone's using. But yeah, the team that he was just using is nerfed. The main nerf on console, it's still as strong as it's always been, but on PC and mobile, Cabarrus has two main changes. It now has a 40% chance to devour instead of 50. It also has a 50% chance to summon a warg instead of a 100% chance. And there's also a third indirect change that happened to it. Barrier can now block devour, and that would end up making Cabarrus quite a bit weaker, even if that was the only change that occurred. But between those three changes, it's not really worth using that team anymore. For the most part, it's still an okay defend team if you want to mess around with it, and it may be stronger in the future, particularly when people, especially the weaker that Devour gets, the stronger that team will be, because people won't be expecting to have to deal with Devour. But as far as in normal PvP, it doesn't really normally win that much. I'd say more so in Guild Wars it does, because you don't have counters to it. And the 50% mana that it gets at the beginning of a battle can normally outpace many teams, particularly if it doesn't have a mana drain or something, which is not always able to be put on a team. The only reason we were able to get it done so quick with this kind of setup is mainly because we start with 50% mana, making it a lot easier to get going. Also, I'm in a really bad matchup. I should probably never use the team I'm using right now against Scion. Wolf Garrick is ridiculously bad against a Scion if you can't get it killed really quick like that. But assuming you don't get it killed like that, it's almost an instant lose. But luckily, we did get the quick kill. So it's pretty much just a free win at this point, since the Scion was the only really gigantic threat on his team. And end your turn so we can kill it. Good thing he doesn't barrier himself. And that's match. Oh, we got a map and a free turn. And we still had Devour, Skull Spam, and a bunch of other stuff. Do you know any good ways on making gold? Because you always find yourself out of it. All you know is treasure maps is good, but is there any other things? Treasure map is actually relatively bad for gold. Early on in the game is good for gold, but once you get dragon armor, you basically never do anything for gold other than PvP. PvP is always the best gold, basically just winning as quickly as possible. If you find your normal PvP is too hard, casual PvP gives very similar amounts of gold. And one other pretty nice thing about it as well is you can just keep repicking it until you get a battle that you kind of want. And we can even see over here, we can sometimes get like really, really low ratings as well to kind of tear down really quick. And these would give super quick builds or gold if you did like a quick build with it. Like if we did like a Crimson Bat against this or something, we can pretty much just one-shot the entire team down and just kind of keep an eye on them. I believe this one as well. No, that one's actually a little bit higher. But yeah, you can just do whatever with it. Just look at the gold values. And casual PvP and ranked PvP are by far the best two ways in the entire game to gain gold. It's also just the best way to gain just resources in general, because the amount of resources you get from PvP is currently higher than any other aspect of the game. And it's one of the reasons why we're in it for a good majority of every stream. Because it's where you accumulate basically all the resources in the game. Or I shouldn't say where you accumulate every resource, but it's where you accumulate the most value of resources for your time. And it does give a hefty amount of gold. And technically gold translates to every other resource anyways due to guilds. Because even once you've completely done all the tasks in a guild, you get legendary tasks, which then are made into a bunch of valuable resources like trait stones, legends, and stuff like that. Actually, I got a legend today. It was kind of funny. I did it off stream, but I ended up getting a Cabarrus today off a legendary task. I found that really funny because it's the event week for Cabarrus, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's a free one. I didn't need it, obviously. I have way more Cabarruses than I'll ever need. But yeah, we did get a random one off of a legendary task today. I should have probably kept it for stream. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, we had that. And another one was just random bunch of keys. Maybe I'll go do another one during the stream or something just to see what it is, just for the sake of it. Okay, that's match. Actually, let's go do that now. Only if it's a nice number, though. Sometimes people in my guild do weird numbers, and I want my gold contributed to be a nice, solid number. So let me just double check. If this number ends in 3 zeros, I will donate money to it. Actually, maybe I should wait. We still don't have the other person. Let me go double check. Who is the... I still don't have the other recruit. There's a person that was going to join me today, and they still haven't replied back to me yet. Hopefully he does soon, or else I might have to find someone else. Tiger. Wait, is that the Tigger? Wait, is this Tigger from my stream? Wait, Tigger. This might be the Tigger from our stream. I almost forgot about him. Or not forget about him, but you know. I messaged him and everything. But, yeah. I didn't realize that was him. Let's see. But yeah. Anyways, what was I about to go do here? Oh, legendary task. I was contemplating on if I should do it or not. We'll see right here. Oh, we have to do a whole million just to do the legendary task? I don't know if that's worth it. I might have to wait till later, but you guys know what it is. Oh, I was hoping that would have been someone doing a legendary task. It's not. Oh, well. But yeah. A legendary task, basically what it is once you complete out every single task, what it does is, it's like all the other tasks where it gives it to everyone, but it has a chance of giving things like glory gems, trait stones, glory keys, gem keys, event keys, arcanes, seal. Actually, it doesn't do seals, even though they still have the icon here. And it also has a chance of giving legends and mythics. I've yet, after hundreds upon hundreds of legendary tasks, yet to get a mythic from it. I really hope we get one soon. It'll probably be a useless mythic that I don't need another copy of. And it'll probably be after the crafting system, where it'll be even more useless. But I really want the guild to get a mythic already. We've done one of like the top 10 to 15 most contributed guilds in the entire game, somewhere around that general area. Yet we still haven't gotten a legendary, a mythic from a task. We definitely gotten legendary. Oh gosh, we've gotten hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of legends. We just haven't gotten a single mythic yet. Let's see. Also, I hope they would eventually add seals to that drop pool too. I don't know why they didn't, or actually I do know why they didn't. It was functioning weird when they initially released it, but then they never bothered fixing it for whatever reason. Not quite sure why. Yet it still shows the icon there as if it does give seals, but it has a 0% chance as of currently to give seals due to them removing it from the drop table due to the glitch that was with it. Okay. What do we do here? Probably get a nice giant spider out. No, keeper. Go with a small keeper and then go from there. Oops. I kind of want to leave him alive. Getting an extra turn there, I forgot, would make it so he lives. Would make it so he dies. So that didn't quite work out. We'll throw that on blue. That would definitely get a kill. And one poke into a Devourer's match. Can we get a free extra turn poke? I would need an extra turn off the color, though, to make sure it doesn't kill that, or I can just take a single skull. So we'll just do that. No, I didn't want to kill him. No. Oh, well, we'll just throw it on green. I didn't want to kill him that way, but that works, too. I guess it doesn't matter how we win. It just matters if we win. Just invite you instead? If we had another slot, maybe. Can you get 10k points in Gems of War? You've never seen anyone with 10k plus, just with 9k plus. I got over 10k plus. We even went over 10k plus last week, I believe. We got almost 10k plus every single week as of the 4x speed update. Prior to the 4x speed we didn't, but after it we definitely did. Don't think there's almost a single week where I didn't get over 10k plus during a week. Normally by the end of our stream on Saturday we hit 10k. Even with 10k, I think we're still in the bottom 20% of all players. Or not bottom 20%, but the top 20%. Which is a very large number. I still find that amazing how many people are still above me, even after getting 10,000. Because that's about 10,000 points would be casually playing for 2 hours a day, approximately. That means over 20,000 people play this game casually for extremely competitively or anything like that, or a lot, for more than 2 hours a day. I don't even know what the average is for this game, but I'd expect the average based on that is somewhere around almost 3 hours a day then of playing the game. That, or they just happen to be using teams that go quicker, because normally my wins are a bit slower because I'm commentating the whole time and answering questions and other stuff, and that of course can slow it down compared to just randomly playing it at one's own leisure. And there we go. Down it goes. That reminds me. I brought this water here. I always do this. I get a fresh water, and then I'll then open it, but then I'll like never drink it, and I completely forget that it's even here. I don't know why I do this. Getting the water makes it so I'm not thirsty anymore. Here we go. Anyways. Oh, excuse me. Oops. Too much stuff over here. I need to clean off my desk in the future. I need to just spend one day reorganizing my entire room. I have so much junk in here. Well, not a lot. I have like nothing on the floor for the most part, other than a gigantic fire hazard of wires. I have about like 30 wires down here going in every which direction. But that and a bunch of other stuff. I just need to organize one of these days. It's always something I put off. Oh, you mean power level. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you meant power level. Oh, it's currently impossible to get 10k power level as of this current moment. It might be possible after Friday, because Friday we get a new kingdom. And that new kingdom may make it, that stat from the new kingdom may make it so you would be able to get 10,000 points. If so, only a few people will ever be able to reach 10,000. Mainly because you'd most likely need to have the new kingdom to 5 gold stars to be able to reach it. Which is relatively hard to ever get a new kingdom to 5 gold stars, mainly because it only, normally whenever they release a new kingdom, it only has, what was I about to say? It only has, 8 starting troops. And you need to upgrade 8 troops to be able to get it all the way to the 5 gold stars, so it's relatively hard to do since you would need to get every single card in the kingdom to mythic, and you would also need to fully level them and fully trait every single one to maximum to be able to do that. So obviously a lot of people are not able to do that. So very, very few people as of probably this Friday. Actually, I don't even think you could really do it viably until Monday, but probably on Monday we'll start seeing the first people with 10,000 score. Not quite sure if it will even go high enough after the Friday New Kingdom, but we'll see. But most people won't have it till Monday because it's a ridiculous waste of resources if you try getting 3 copies of a mythic or 3 copies of the legend prior to Monday. Because on Monday it will cost you only like a couple hundred event keys. If you try doing it on Friday, it will cost you several thousand gem keys. So no one's really going to bother trying to get it then. Also, I forget if I mentioned already. I believe I did. But don't forget to save some event keys for next week, because it is the new kingdom. Even if you're going to be using them this week to try to get like Cabarrus, Forest Guardian, or maybe the Wolfgarrick that we're using. Though Wolfgarrick's normally pretty weak. But definitely save some for next week. It's going to be really good value due to the new kingdom. So do keep that in mind. My train of thought's all over the place right now. I don't know why. Didn't know who was the highest power right now. Oh, highest power is about 9.8k, I believe. Actually, whatever our power is should technically be the highest power. Yeah, 9,846 is the highest power you can have in the game as of currently. Or I shouldn't say that. It can go a little bit higher if you have a very, very high level. I believe like every 2-3 levels makes that go up a very, very small amount. Let me see. Let's go find the highest level I can and see what their score is. So let's see Tootfart. He's lower than us for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. Let's see. Demon or Angel is I don't know if that's some kind of glitch. Sometimes points do get glitched a little bit with team score. It's definitely not the perfect system. It was definitely a much needed system, but there's a lot of weird glitches with it. Yeah, I don't know why all of these are coming out as lower. Let's see. Unless they actually have less kingdoms. It could be that they don't have every kingdom maxed out. But every single one of these is coming out as lower. Not every one of the people... Most of these people who are higher level than me should be... Let's see. Should be about the same. Yeah, I don't know why they're all coming out like 100 lower than me. Oh wait, why do I keep going back all the way to the top? I think I just kept doing the same people over again. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why oh, well, this one's coming out lower because that's a legend. Because it hasn't bothered to max out the totem. Neither have I. No one really will do it. It's a waste of resources to do that every single week. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I can't find higher team score at all. Yeah, that's strange. Anyways. Haven't you found a mythic yet? Wait, haven't found a mythic yet? thought Interim 2 got one a few weeks ago, but can't remember. I know, I wish I would get one already from the guild. It's so disappointing never getting one. I want one just to say that our guild finally got one. And I want to see what it is just for the fun of it, even if it's something useless. I just want to get one already. But we still had pretty bad luck. No one actually knows what the drop rate is for them. When we calculated it out, when we got community data, it came out to about I think it was like a 5%. But we should have got one by now if it's 5%. We've done hundreds upon thousands of... Oops, that's not the one I meant to do. Luckily, it was extra turn. But we've done hundreds upon thousands and still haven't gotten one. Plenty of legends, no mythics though. And that's match. Oh wait, no, it's not match. Hold up. What do we do here? This doesn't matter too much. Let's throw down Giant Spider. And that gives us that cast. And there we go. Super overkill into a map. Congrats, and you have the highest power. No. Though we should be tied at the highest power, or pretty close to it. Our power shouldn't be further than about 50 off from whatever the highest actually is in the game. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why it's showing mine as so much higher right now. Sometimes it will show it as lower too. Not sure what's up with that. But yeah, even if we just keep repicking, like maybe in casual. Well, actually, casual probably wouldn't show a higher level than us. Let's see if we keep repicking a bunch of times. 9,700, 9,007, 9,6, 9,6, 9,6, 9,7. Way lower. 9,7, 9,6, 7, 9,6, 9,7, 9,7, 9,4, 9,7, 9,7. Mid-range, 9,7. Yeah, keeps giving me like 9,7s. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. This task, oh, this is going to be so ridiculously easy. So many people are using beast teams to just go down. And we'll definitely have this passively by the end of the week. We'll probably reach by the end of the stream almost, actually, we'd probably almost reach the epic by the end of the stream. Even though she's kind of useless. She's used as a beast counter, but the problem with her is this late in the game, she can't be used as a beast counter because she doesn't one-shot. Mike Fuller, you're looking for a guild, and you can meet requirements. Can you exceed requirements? I don't know. Mike Fuller, I might get you in. Mike Fuller, will you be on in a couple hours? Because I said to Tiger, or Tigger, whatever it is, that I would give him 5 hours from when I posted, because then that would be too far then. Will you be around in about like 2 to 3 hours from now? So I can like message you or something. Because if you're on in about 2 or 3 hours, I will go and invite you then. Because this guy still hasn't replied yet. And it's coming down to the wire as far as how much time we have left. Because we have to do it before the reset tonight, or else the new player will not be able to participate in Guild Wars, which will make us go ridiculously lower on the leaderboard. Oh, come on! This is why I don't use this against Scion. I'm just going to retreat. I need to never use this against Scion. If we see Scion, we just need to change our team. Wolf Garrick is ridiculously bad against first slot Scion, and everyone is using first slot Scion right now. Especially since the event was for it last week, so everyone who didn't have Scion already now have Scion, so it's even more annoying. Okay. So we'll just go for a blue then and hope it surges. Good. And not much else to do on the board. We'll throw it on a red. You'll be on till the end of stream? Okay. Well, I'll see if I'll be able to get you in then. I could always clear someone else who has been very low contributing if the other guy does come. You know what? Actually, let me do that now then. Mike Fuller, I'll just add you now. And, oh, wait. Yeah, KrissTigger. Oh, was that you? It's probably not you then. It's someone else who's called, like, TIG. Well, yeah. It's someone else with a very similar name to you on the forum. I didn't realize if that was you or not, because a lot of people have a slightly different name on the forum than they do on the thing. So I guess that isn't you. Because you would know what I'm talking about then. But yeah. So, Mike, just give me your invite code then, and I'll go invite you. And if the other guy happens to come, I'll just go and kick someone who's been very low contributing lately. And that's how we're going to do it. Because I don't want to not have the slot. So, yeah, I'll just do that right after this battle. And then we'll be good to go. And if the other guy does say that he's ready to join us, or if he happens to come on before the reset, I'll just kick someone who... Actually, that would be a little bit bad, though, to give them, like, no warning. But, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll definitely invite you because I don't want to have to do what I did last Monday. I was up till like 3 a.m. last Monday in order to get a recruit. We did it in like the last few minutes before the reset. And I don't want that to happen again. So let me go invite you now, and we'll go from there. Let me just double check to make sure he hasn't messaged. And yeah, it's different, not you. Okay, so let me see. Did he reply yet? No. So we'll go and guild, and invites. Can I even see what last week's progress was? I haven't been keeping track of it for a long while. Oh gosh, I can't even see what last week's progress was as far as win and lose. I can see the point value though. Stag Lieb, what happened with him? Very low. Nathan also, you know, I might just have to get rid of Nathan to be honest, if we did have to kick one. He normally doesn't do his battles on day, and he's also been scoring the lowest in the entire guild on many days. Might just have to let him go. So that'll be perfect then. So if that other guy does reply to me later, then we'll just get rid of Nathan. I even said that I was watching him a little bit, and yeah, he does. The main issue is he doesn't normally play that much, so he does it like all at the end. I'm trying to find his thing, and then boom, there it is. Okay, Jacob. So you're in, and then we'll worry about the other thing later. Okay. But yeah, normally on Monday streams, that's kind of another thing that we kind of do with it passively, is just get new recruits, I guess. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, it'll all work out nice. Yeah, I just hate kicking people. I try to do it as minimally as possible, because I just hate having to do it, but sometimes you just kind of have to. Alright, we'll move that over. Move red. Oh good, we killed it before it could do anything. Oh, there we go. So, we got past the Scion. So now we don't need to worry about that. Oops, I made a mistake. Though the board was lucky enough to fix it for me. I should have used Giant Spider before casting Forest Guardian. You should always do that if you don't have a full Keeper of Souls with this particular team that I'm using. Or else you won't have mana for your Skull Spam, which is definitely something you want to have. So we'll throw this on the purple, and then this Wolf Garrick if that's not enough, and it is. Let's see. Did I miss any chats? Let's see. We got a plague from a task even before getting any legends. Nice. Wow. That is really lucky. That is really, really lucky. Oh, so hello, Jack. Welcome. Let's see. Anything else in chat? Let's see. Hello, Hector. You're level 340 on Xbox One. A recommendation for a red day. No Draculus here. Red day recommendation. Run around Sir Gawain. We were doing the other stream trying to mess around with other red things that may work. I was trying to do like true damage with like a Marilith and Miststalker combo kind of team with a bunch of other true damage. It didn't really work out that well. But it could technically win if you're lower down in brackets. I'm not quite sure how aggressive the Guild Wars is on console. But I would say go with a... you can still do a true damage team even without Draculus. You can go... What was the full team again? It was Marilith second slot, Miststalker third slot. Oh, I remember now. It was Crimson Bat, Marilith, Miststalker... and one other red... Oh, and Moloch was what the other one. So, what was the order then? That would have been... Actually, there's a couple orders you could do. But that would then be Crimson Bat, Marilith, Miststalker... Oh, sorry, no. Okay, well, it's... Maybe I'll just do the team after this. It was... Wow, I am so bad when it's not visually in front of me. Okay, the team was Crimson Bat, Marilith, Moloch, and Miststalker. But yeah, we'll go do that once after this. It may end up losing, but it has a lot of true damage, has a decent amount of disable. If you don't go with that, you would go some kind of Sir Gawain summon route to make sure that you can maintain your full points. Sir Gawain alone is enough to win many battles. Not always, but it's a really, really potent troop option due to the fact that it has multi-summon. Does console even have Sir Gawain? I'm actually not even sure if console has it. I believe you guys do. But there is a possibility that they skipped over that event on console and didn't do it yet. But if you have Sir Gawain, definitely be using that if you don't have like a Moloch kind of setup to use for a red day. So we'll throw down on blue. I'll get the kill. That has really high HP. Not like that matters in this particular instance, but he does. Don't know what to do here. We'll just bait out skulls, I guess. Take the blue. Pretty much going to ignore every skull on the board. And just get Keeper of Souls up. There we go. Objective complete. And now we just win. We'll do that. Then we Keeper away one of his important colors while keeping ours. Never mind. We'll just have to do it on yellow. And what else do we have? Green down is not an extra turn. That is, but I'd prefer taking other stuff first. But I guess we'll go for it. And that leaves us with pretty much nothing. We'll just take a green to double purple. Let him take the skull. Oh wait, I could have skulled it. No, I couldn't have. That wouldn't have been enough damage. Would have been slightly off a skull into the Devour. Oh, never mind. I can't even Devour it even if I wanted to. I forgot. It has Impervious. Fail. That would have been a huge fail if I tried doing that. Because the Devour wouldn't trigger if I was. There we go. That's match. All you have to do is throw down anything. That'll match. And there we go. How much of your amazing character stats are attributed to your guild level? How much of your amazing character stats are attributed to your guild level? Character. What are you referring to as character? Are you referring to this score or your hero stats or anything like that? Hero stats has basically no affiliation. Or actually, almost all stats have no affiliation with your guild. The only thing you gain with guild out of Guild Wars is the masteries from your statue, the extra bonuses that each statue give, and if you've completed out all of the tasks, you also get a stat bonus for each statue. The red task is 3 attack for the week, the blue task is 4 armor, the green is 4 life, the yellow is 4 life, the purple is 2 magic, and the brown is 2 armor. So basically armor, HP, and magic attack. Generally, if you could only go for 2, many people who are early on in the game go for the double armor ones, not because they need the bonus, but because as far as the actual tasks in each one of these 2 lines, they give the best value. The brown or the blue is the absolute best value of any statue when you do the normal tasks. The main reason for this is they give pure gems, which is the premium currency of this game. And that's how pretty much every player, particularly ones that play free-to-play, accumulate pretty much 99% of their gems for the most part, maybe more towards 90 or 95, but a good majority of gems come from completing out tasks for the blue statue. The reason why the brown is pretty good value is every drop that it has gives you additional gold. It gives you gold keys and it gives you glory keys, both of which have a possible drop table of gold on them, which essentially makes these tasks the cheapest possible task out of any of the other statues, mainly because you're getting back some of your gold as you are doing them. And if every single person uses up all those keys and then puts all the gold that they get from it, it reduces the cost of the statue by the largest amount, making it the cheapest statue. But yeah, blue's best value. Brown is the is a little bit weird. If you go and break the each down, blue's best value, brown is the cheapest, and the red and the purple are the best to get, assuming you could fully max them out, because you get +2 magic from the purple and +3 attack from the red, which is much better than just getting armor or HP as a bonus. Oh yeah, I was gonna go try testing, do it on our mid-range team. Oh come on, even he's using meta, kind of. But yeah, let me go show a full red Guild War team then. Oh wait, I already have it on slot. It's Ragnagord, Marilith, Miststalker, Sir Gawain. There we go. We were actually showing it on last night's stream, I believe, which would explain why it's right here already. But yeah, someone was requesting for a red team yesterday as well. So Hector, this might help you. Not quite sure if you have everything for it. All you need is it's a little bit expensive. But if you don't have some of the other options, it's much cheaper than the other options. You need a Ragnagord with Fast Trait. You need a Marilith with Firelink. You need a Miststalker fully traded. And you need a Sir Gawain. Traits don't matter on him. And basically what you do is you rush up the Ragnagord. Though this is not a good matchup because he's about to drain all of our mana, which takes the whole advantage of fast away from us. This is a very bad situation, actually. I think I'll ignore the skulls. because he's going to drain us anyway, so let's just let him just get distracted. And now we'll take a skull because we got some of our mana back, so we'll just poke him. It'll throw a Miststalker, and, well, again, we're forced to take the skull because of Scion. And now he'll get all that. And now we can get going, but he got going before us. So we'll throw down on Brown. Good, we got the kill. And now you just keep throwing Marilith, throw Miststalkers when you can actually land kills. Do double check to make sure which one you're actually killing. It's based on whichever one is the weakest, which is their lowest armor plus HP. It will not always hit the lowest HP, though in this case it will, because it's the lowest armor and HP is also the same one that has the lowest HP, though that's not enough damage to kill. So instead, I guess we will just take a... Actually, I might just go for an explosion, get another Marilith up. So we'll go for that. We'll get some poke damage as well. He'll just do a little skull on us. And it's not too big a deal for your Arachnagore dies. It will die pretty much every instance in this kind of team. So he'll go kill us right there. Oh, good, he didn't get the kill yet. So we'll kill him with that. He'll poke us. And then we just keep poking with Marilith. Once they kill your first lot, you have a gigantic Marilith with a high attack. And then once you need to protect it, all you have to do is just cast Sir Gawain. And you'll be good to go. And that will make it so you get a perfect score. It's not the best team by any means to try using in Guild Wars. It's a little bit towards the weaker side, but it is towards the cheaper red side. And it can definitely secure your wins. The other team I think I ended up mentioning was, even though it doesn't cover every color, you can also go the option of, oh, what was it? It was the Alchemist Hellcat loop with double Goblin Rocket. Is a really safe method. The only problem is it only covers 3 colors on red day and yellow day. So, oh, oops, if this was a Guild War battle, you would have cast Sir Gawain before you won. Forgot to do that, fail. But, yeah, you would have cast Sir Gawain to give you your troop, so you get full score, and then you'd run with that. You can also try incorporating a Moloch. The problem is, if you do a Moloch, you have to get rid of your summon, and generally your Arachnagore will die. Almost always in a Guild War battle, you do need to have one summon on your team if you're really interested in getting perfect score. If you're only interested in winning, then you can basically ditch the summoner. But let me go do the other team real quick too. Do I have it saved? I should have it saved. If I don't have it saved, that is weird. Well, let me just go overwrite something then. How about which one should we overwrite? Let me do this one. I'm not ever going to use the 4 Wargears. That's just laughable. I just wanted to do it just to kind of show the current state of Wargears after the new totem came out. And it hasn't really improved. Though, if nothing else, at least all of them have 50% this week. Anyways, let me go get the other team out real quick. I've shown this a lot, but it is worth mentioning just because of how ridiculously good it is for how cheap it is. So we'll go to Double Goblin Rocket. I also really love using this team, even though it's pretty slow. It's slow, but it wins. Actually, it's not even that slow either, but I don't know. It depends what you consider as fast. So we'll go double yellow, and it's Alchemist, Hellcat, Double Goblin Rocket. Only traits you need is up to every single one of the fire links. So you need Alchemist with 2 traits, and Goblin Rocket with 1. And the only hard thing to get in this entire team is a Hellcat. But most people have a Hellcat who are later in the game. It's just newer players that normally lack the Hellcat from this team. Is normally the key troop that they're actually missing. There is a replacement for it if you don't have Hellcat. The only problem is the replacement is a lot less efficient. The replacement is a Banshee. The problem with Banshee, though, even though it's the same mana cost, is it can only convert blue to red, whereas a Hellcat can convert any color to red. Even though the Banshee does more damage and does souls, it doesn't actually have the board control, and the whole point of this team is board control. And we are getting really unlucky with getting it started. Wow. Normally it's not this bad, but wow. This is not good. Not like we're going to lose, but this is going a very, very slow start. But once it gets going, we pretty much just instant win. So yeah, we just won already. We just won. The battle just started, kind of over. Even though we technically haven't actually won yet, it's theoretically won. Because we already got the alignment, that will give all the mana back. Now you just have to keep scouting out for where your next move is going to be. And yeah, then you just win. But yeah, if you're ever struggling on red or yellow day, I honestly just suggest this. There's not that many things to use on red day. This isn't a pure color, I know. It only covers 3 out of the 4 colors, but it's a really consistent 100% win rate. Very few things will actually be able to beat this, mainly freeze-related teams. But other than that, if they have 0 freeze, this is almost a guaranteed win, assuming they don't like get some kind of weird skull spam on you just out of nowhere, or get full mana out of nowhere. And I somehow just messed that up completely. I forgot to go get red alignment, fail. But oh well, we'll throw down a little goblin rocket over there. We get our reds that we need. Throw down another alchemist on the lack of alignment. I actually played this really badly this time, but oh well, it's not gonna matter too much. Alchemist we'll just throw over there, and now we got the board going again. So, fix the mistake. It's normally pretty easy to not make mistakes, and even if you do, it's pretty recoverable as well, since there's so many options you have for board control. And yeah, that's that team. Hello, Maximuse. Welcome. Welcome. Problem with Goblin Rocket, Hellcat, Alchemist is facing a lot of map justice. Oh yeah, you probably are seeing a lot of map justice on console, because I don't believe console has gotten the nerf to gem spawning yet. They don't even have the nerf that console, that PC Mobile had prior to the super nerf. So yeah, never mind. If that's really overused on console, then you won't be able to use the team I just showed. Because there's 2 things that work really well against the team I just showed. It is Bone Dragon first slot and anything with a Queen Mab, particularly the Justice team, which is Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab with pretty much anything in first slot. I think most people just run Core Vash, but not quite sure what people on console use these days with it. But yeah, the reason why a Bone Dragon is bad is because if you take any skulls on accident, which will happen eventually from your cascades, you'll be frozen on red, and there's nothing you can do about that. You can still use your Goblin Rockets and mess around with that, and still actually turn on yellow, but it really limits what you can do. And of course, a Queen Mab, if a Queen Mab freezes either of your Goblin Rockets, you basically just instantly lost the entire battle. That, or you have to wait until the entire duration, until it uncleanses itself, or until it cleanses off. And then, yeah, that's normally too long to have to wait, particularly for a Guild War battle, because you'll likely lose an Alchemist by then, and then the whole team falls apart once you lose 1 to 2 mana generators. What is the full cost in gold? Seems, gems and souls to upgrade all 5 of the Guild War statues? It is, let's see if I can remember this off the top of my head. It is, let's see, 25, 25, 100, 50, 50, 50, 100. It is 340 gems, 6,000 souls, 400 glory, and 100,000 gold or 60,000 gold. I know it's 340 gems. I forget what the other 3 are specifically, but I know for sure it's 340 gems. Yeah, I know. 340 gems I definitely remember. The other ones, I kind of forget a bit. I believe it's 400 glory, 6,000 souls, and 60,000 gold, I want to say. I cannot confirm that for sure, but I know for sure it's 340 gems, without a shadow of a doubt. Let's see. So really, it's only ever worth upgrading your Sentinels to max. I did a video on this before, I believe. I don't know if I did a complete one designated towards it. I believe I mentioned it quite extensively in one video. Don't remember which one it was, though. But essentially, actually, I'll go and explain it again real quick on the other thing. But unless you're in placing in the top 6 guilds in the entire game, it is not worth fully maxing out your Sentinels. Basically, only bracket 1 is it worth fully maxing out your Sentinels. Every other bracket, it is not worth doing. So most of you will basically never need to max out. Unless you want to. Of course, you can if you want to have fun with it. But just to have higher stats than other people, most likely. But I wouldn't really advise overkilling it, because you're going to basically lose resources, not gain them, at the end of the week. So it's not really worth it for you to do it. But let me go to the menu thingy. I believe it's... Actually, I'll just go show it real quick. There's certain brackets that you need to be in, basically, to go to certain amount of upgrades. So let me just go show that real quick off the little menu thingy. Let's just go straight to Guild Wars and head over to rewards. So that's not it. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So basically, in order for the first 2 upgrades to be worth it, you would need to be in rank 100 or higher. Anything rank 100 or higher would be worth to do the first 2 upgrades. If you're in anything lower than that, then you might as well do pretty much no upgrades to your Sentinels, because it's basically going to be a waste of resources. Then after that, once you reach 50 plus, it is worth doing the first 3 upgrades. Then, let's see. Then it's not worth doing the first 4 until you hit top 10. So yeah, there really isn't many things to have to do it in. This goes all the way to bracket 10, I believe, for the top 100 rank. So unless you're in rank 10 or higher, you really have no need at all to ever even touch your sentinels. It's just a waste of resources. And then at 50, you can go to 3. So basically, at here or higher, it's 2. Here or higher, it's 3. And then you basically only do 4 and 5 if you're in the number 1 bracket in the game. And ideally, you would kind of want to do 5, but you could do 4 if you wanted to save. I'm not sure if guilds actually have that requirement. I know for my guild, I have it as a mandatory requirement. I'm pretty sure some of the other ones, like, for example, Interim and Anonymous and stuff, probably has it as a mandatory requirement, too. Not quite sure about some of the smaller ones, though, that come in here. Like, I believe Hogan's is normally a little bit lower. Tyrant, I think. Interim 2 is normally a little bit lower, too. Not quite sure if they make it mandatory to actually make the upgrades. Can easily meet requirements, just hate using your gems. Yeah, it is a pretty big gem sink. One other thing that I really hate using my gems on, like with a passion, even though it's a really, really, really small cost, I just absolutely hate that this is added to the game. When you switch heroes, or when you switch your class, there is a 50 gem cost to being able to switch again. And what's really annoying about this 50 gem cost, particularly when I do videos and stuff, is buying it with 50 gems resets the 24-hour timer, because you get 1 free switch to switch your hero class, basically 1 per day, every 24 hours. But if you actually pay the 50 gems to switch your class, it resets that 24-hour timer, which is really annoying. So if I wanted to use multiple classes in one day, it would cost anywhere from about 100 to 250 gems just to switch out a bunch of classes, which is why I normally just stick with 1. The only 2 I really use these days, mainly because they're most notoriously the quickest 2 kind of builds, is Death Knight and Mechanist. Mechanist is used for exploring mainly with a Bombot team, with like Princess Elspeth and all that. Actually, let me change for free. Might as well go show it right now. But yeah, as you can see, it has a 50 gem cost. I absolutely hate that. They didn't even remove it. Though I was the person that got it down to 1 day, or helped to get it down to 1 day. They originally had it at a 1-week wait, which was ridiculous. Now it's only a 1-day wait. But yeah, I mainly just switch between Death Knight and Mechanist. The other classes that are actually somewhat decent as far as their traits, Sorcerer is still highest cast damage. Assassin has a 10% chance to kill the back troop and is one of the best with skull spam. And Archer is basically still the most well-rounded hero class in the game. Though many people just use Death Knight as the most well-rounded these days, mainly because death marking the entire enemy team is pretty good. If you just set in first slot, let it die, and then the enemy team just randomly dies. So that's always good. But yeah, Mechanist, the main reason why Mechanist is used is because of how ridiculously quick it wins Explore with the proper team. This is normally what I use for it. It's the quickest team in the entire game from what I'm aware of. Princess Elspeth, Bombot, hero class using Mechanist class fully traded with Black Manacles. You can also use War and Peace if you happen to not have it. And a Troglodyte fully traded, or any brown troop that's a pure color if you don't have fully traded Troglodyte. And all this team is double check the board, remove all the little scraps just so you get more brown on the board. Oh, come on, this is really scrappy. Actually, we already got Black Manacles, throw that down. And then, well, this is actually a very slower version of this team. But, yeah, that's what it does. That's actually really slow, surprisingly, even though we won in like 20-30 seconds. That is towards the slower side for this kind of team. Let me go do another battle and actually get the quicker start, hopefully. So, oh gosh, a 50%, and also barely any browns, but, really? New gem spawning, how annoying that is. But, yeah, gosh. Of course, when I'm trying to show this team, it's going to be all annoying and not want to kill things. But yeah, it is relatively quick, even when it does mess up like this. Still way above average. And you get gold for this too, which is not bad. I think it's like about 500 per battle. Yeah, 500. Get like a minimal amount of souls too, just from killing them, though. That is such a so small amount. Okay, here we go. Now let's see if we can actually get the correct for once. So we throw that down, get all of our mana, boom, and then you win. That's what it's supposed to do. Ideally, it would do that every single time. Obviously, as you see, it doesn't do that every time, but if it could, then it would win. If it could win like that every single time, it would win about 4 battles an hour. I mean, 4 battles an hour, 4 battles a minute almost. But on average, it comes to about 2.5 to 3 per hour is approximately how many it wins. It's also the most you can possibly win in an hour, from what I'm aware of. Though, unfortunately, you don't get PvP rating or anything from it. You really felt bad when Tacet spent 300 VIP chests just to get 1 mythic. I have done that before. I've also spent 250 to only get 1. That has happened, and it is really depressing. I hope it never happens again. But I believe they're going to be making the crafting system in a way where you'll still have to spam gems to try to get new mythics, which is going to be really annoying if they do. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Welcome. It'll still make it so they'll be obtainable in the future. But I think they're going to make it so if you want to obtain it on the same week, you're going to have to spam a bunch of resources on it. So that's going to still be pretty annoying to have to do. Now you're going to see a mythic for another 3 months. Or now you're not going to see a mythic for another 3 months. Yeah. If you get lucky and find one, it always feels like you never find one again forever. Though it is still the same drop rate. It's not like if you get a mythic, it stops giving you mythics. Though, one thing that they were looking into that I don't believe they added yet is a grace period for legends. And some people they said that they may eventually do it for mythics too, which would actually be really good. Where if you open up X amount of keys, you would automatically get like a guaranteed legend drop or a guaranteed mythic drop. I'm not sure when they were going to do that, if even ever. They might not even ever do it to mythics, but they did mention about legends where they said that they might just do it so if you like open up like X amount of some kind of key, that it would automatically guarantee that you would indeed get a legend regardless of how bad your luck is being. Because that's always been a pretty big problem with the game, is how ridiculously RNG every single troop is to get. It's completely luck-based on if you will or will not end up getting a any troop you specifically want. The crafting system will help that some, but it won't completely fix the problem. Okay. We'll throw down on that. That's an extra turn, actually, off the blue. And then we just double KrissTigger until we win. Actually, only double should be enough to win, which is why I said double, and that is match. There we go. Also, this is one of the more consistent teams I'm aware of. It gets even stronger, I believe, as of next patch. I'll have to see. I'll try it with the new brown-yellow. I don't know if it'll have enough mana generation compared to a Gurgolfa, but I am going to try it. Because next patch, we're getting a new legend that may replace out Gurgolfa in this build. Because it's going to be really, really strong with skulls. The only problem I think it has is it doesn't have any skull reduction. So maybe this still will be the kind of format that I use. But we'll have to see. But yeah, the new legend coming out on Friday is a brown-yellow 16 mana cost if they're not going to change it. And it's really, really high damage skulls because they'll be able to enrage like crazy whenever you take browns. The only problem is you'd have to focus out browns instead of purple. This whole team is kind of based on taking a single purple and then going crazy afterwards because that starts getting a crystallize, then you get Dragon Soul, and then you just keep going with everything like this, and then you never miss a turn. But we'll have to see because he might be able to kill them quick enough that you wouldn't even need to really worry about getting the mana. And that's match. It'd also be really good if they do Gurgolfa first slot as a counter to try to get that out. Because he will have Enrage, which hits through it. Let's see. Why are you still using keys? Wait. Why are you still using keys? Who was that to? Was that to someone or was that directed at me? Wait. Please do a video on key openings when New Kingdom comes out Friday. You really enjoy them. I don't know if we're going to be doing it. I keep getting people who say to do it on stream as well as other people who say to do it on video. Maybe I'll poll it. Actually, today would probably be the best time to poll it. Let's poll it right now, though it might be biased by the fact that we're on a stream right now. But I guess we could try polling it right now. Let's see. When would be the next best time? No, maybe I'll poll it tomorrow. I'll poll it tomorrow, actually, during the other video. Because the other video, a lot of people both watch it as a video as well as a stream. Only like 100 or 200 people will catch it as a stream. But then it will get like another 300 views from not stream. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll poll it on the first Guild War battles of next week to see if we should do it as a stream or do it as keys. And whatever one ends up winning on that poll which will be the one we do it as. We'll still open some keys on stream even if we do it on a video, most likely. But we're going to do it until we get at least one copy of it on the on a video. I mean, on the stream. I mean, yeah. What even? Okay, but yeah, we'll poll it tomorrow. Please read your last question. Hello, Mr. Wilson. Let me go do that. Where's your last question? I see you mentioned something. Please read your last question. You mentioned that. Blah, 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 blah. Hello. Oh, if you got any slots open this week, can you put you on a standby for next Monday, please? Mr. Wilson, the easiest way to do that, message me on the Gems of War forum. Or just make an account on the Gems of War forum if you don't already have it, and then message me there. That would be the absolute easiest place for me to remember. And that's also where I normally go whenever I do the initial recruiting for whenever I need to do it for a new week. So if you just send me a message on the Gems of War forum, just say, hey, it's Mr. Wilson, if your name is different there. And just let me know, and I'll see if I can get you in. But we are backed up a little bit right now. But I definitely enjoy having more people on the queue list, because it's always annoying being on a Monday night and not having anyone to be able to fill a slot. That happened last week, and I was up like crazy long just to try to find a slot. But yeah, just send me a message. Let me see if I can actually find a link to where you need to send the message to. I know I can get to my profile, but I believe my profile loads differently if I go to it compared to you going to it. Let me see. I'm not quite sure if this is the right link. Let's see. I think this would work. I hope so. Maybe if I get rid of this and type in that. There we go. Okay. I believe if you message this, message me there under the little message system. And if you don't already have a Gems of War forum account, definitely make one. And I advise everyone to do that. The Gems of War forum, there are a lot of extremely active people there. One really nice thing about Gems of War is there is a super active community to it, which has always been really good. The community in this game has never been bad. Pretty much since day one, it has had an absolutely amazing community in it. And mainly because a lot of them came over from like the Puzzle Quest games and stuff, which already kind of had an okay community. And then it kind of just formed into this. Because the developer who made Puzzle Quest is the same one who did Gems of War. So a lot of people kind of came over who's been in the like match 3 genre. But yeah, so it kind of already had a bit of a community coming into it. But yeah, definitely check out the forum if you haven't already. A lot of active people there. If you ask any question, most likely we'll get an answer by someone. Unless it's like a really obscure question, in which case it might take a little while to get an answer. But normally they're pretty good about it. Really nice place and resource for a lot of information. It's also the easiest place to kind of get in contact with the devs and stuff like that as well. Is there a create a custom troop thread on the forums? There used to be. There was even a kind of thing that they were going to do, where they were going to let the community kind of make a troop. But then they realized when they went back to 505 games that there was actually some restrictions with that. So they weren't really able to do so. Has there been a official date on crafting system? No. The date of it is anywhere within like the next month or two. We really don't have the slightest clue. And even though I was mentioning earlier that it's likely going to come before the next kingdom, or not the kingdom coming this Friday, but the one after that, it might not be coming before 2 kingdoms from now, which is not the one on Friday, but the one coming after that. It might not come prior to that. And the main reason I say that is there's someone mentioning that there might be like a 2-month delay, and that would make it past the time that the new thing is coming. I thought they were going to try maybe doing it before the end of the summer, which they might still be. Mid-August has been a pretty big time for when they normally update. I think they almost every mid-August, every single year, they tend to do an update. So that's what I was kind of expecting, because that would be before the new kingdom as well. But if it's not mid-August, it'll probably be mid-September, somewhere around that general area. Either mid-August or mid-September, if I had to guess. Mid-August is the earliest it's going to be, though. Mid to late August. Let's see. But we'll throw down on green, then. Def marked on everything, which is always annoying. That is never not annoying, unless we happen to have immunity to everything. But then they wouldn't be def marked, so technically that wouldn't be bad. Though we did find a glitch with status effects, where you can technically make def mark never kill you. if you can somehow put a status effect on all of your troops every single turn, Deathmark will never kill you. Though that is ridiculously hard to do, because there's nothing that can do it. There are some things in New Kingdom that's going to be able to do that, though, which is kind of odd. And I wonder if that's almost a mechanic. I didn't even report it as a bug yet. I'll probably will after the New Kingdom comes out, because I'm not quite sure if they're using it as a mechanic or if not. That'd be a weird mechanic for them just to add. Am I going to be able to beta test it? I hope so. I hope I will be able to beta test the next patch. I haven't gotten it yet. We checked it the other day on stream to see if the beta version was any different, but no. The beta version as this current moment is basically what the live version is. So there's like no difference on that. Actually, I could probably be playing on the beta version right now and I wouldn't even know it. Let me go double check. Am I even playing on the beta? I might actually be. Who knows? No, I'm playing on normal version. It's the standard normal version. But yeah, the beta version's like so similar to the main version right now that I could be playing it right now and I wouldn't even know. You wonder if changing that troop that death marks itself would be good. Which one? Oh, the Mummified King? Oh, no. But yeah, he technically... One thing that Mummified King can do now, which is kind of weird, is if he keeps casting every other turn... Wait, no. Cast 10%. Yeah, if he keeps casting... No, he'd have to cast every turn. If you could somehow make a Mummified King cast every turn, he would never die. Because the death mark would keep having the 1-turn delay. And it would never reach a point where he would actually reach death. Let's see. Oh, what did Wynced say? Sorry, I didn't see what Wynced said. Your team is untraded and still winning 50% of defend battles. Wow. Yeah, anything 50% or over is always really good. Console people don't use the forum. It makes recruiting very difficult. Does it? Well, I guess using global chat on console would be the easiest way to do it. People on PC and mobile tend to use it for recruiting a lot. Even though, I don't know, how is it any more difficult on console? Well, probably because most people on console don't really have... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Most people with console do have access to, like, the actual internet and the web. Because most consoles are starting to become multi-platform kind of entertainment devices rather than just as a console. Let's see. Well, we'll throw down Gorgolfa. Get our drains, get our everythings. Throw a nice KrissTigger in there. Get on the yellows. Good extra turn. Oh, I should have taken the skull. No, he would have died if I took the skull. Oh, if he drains us now. No! I could have avoided that. Fail. Okay, well, we'll throw down a Dragon Soul into KrissTigger. But I could have avoided that by taking the skull earlier that I forgot to take. And that's match. Oh, we already won. Should getting kingdoms to level 10 be a high priority? Yes. When you start off in Gems of War, getting your kingdoms to level 10 is actually the highest priority. The way you do it is you get every single kingdom to level 3. Then you start focusing specific kingdoms to level 10. You do the magic kingdoms, or first get every kingdom to level... Well, first things first, unlock every kingdom, if you haven't already done that already. I think you can unlock them all at level 25 or 30 is the first time when you can theoretically unlock them all, though you might not have the gold for it initially at that level. But first things first, unlock every kingdom. Once you unlock every kingdom, or unlocking every kingdom will give you every banner in the game that you'll be able to choose from. Then get every single kingdom to level 3, which you do just by clicking on a kingdom. Click there, then level it to 3 by clicking this button twice. And then after that, you focus on specific kingdoms by getting them at level 10, one at a time. The first ones you should do are magic kingdoms. To be able to see what kind of kingdom it is, you go to kingdom and see what stat it is. The ones you want to do first are magic and attack, particularly magic as your very first. The magic kingdoms are Blighted Lands, Darkstone, Zolkari, Karkaroth, and Silverglade. Then you move on to the attack kingdoms. The attack kingdoms are... I actually completely forgot the full list. Blackhawk, Wild Plains, Forest of Thorns, and I actually forget what the rest are. That's a little bad. I need to keep that remembered. Okay, here as well. Suncrest and one other one. So that's Blackhawk, Wild Plains, Suncrest, Forest of Thorns. Oh, and Pride Lands. I remember now. And Pride Lands. So, yeah. Those are like the 10 first kingdoms you should go for. The first 5 are Blade of Lands, Darkstone, Kakarot, Zolkiri, and Silverglade. And the other 5 that you should go after that are Blackhawk, Wild Plains, Pride Lands, Suncrest, and Forest of Thorns. Then every kingdom after that you basically do based on whatever you want. Based on either their tribute or which would be like White Helm and stuff, or you just go and just do the standard of going for whichever ones have HP, because HP is slightly better than armor in this game. Armor is really only used for boost ratio troops like Rowain and Guard's Avatar and a few others. Setite Warrior. He got to rank 49 on the leaderboard today. Nice. Are you still there? I need to go peek. But yeah, I haven't reached the leaderboard for a while. I haven't bothered with the leaderboard for ages now. Actually, getting on the leaderboard is initially on the very first day might be the easiest time to try doing it. Maybe I should go do that next week. Just spend my Monday after we do the video. And then just stream a bunch and try getting to rank 1. Or not rank 1, but you know, like top 10. Hold it for like 1 second and then just stop. Instead of doing it for an entire week, do it for like 1 day on a quick burst. And just rush all the way up. The only problem with that is doing the Monday video where I go over all of the troops and stuff. That will end up delaying it by a couple hours. Not to mention, I can't really do the Sunday stream either. I don't know, I probably won't do that then. Because that'd be really hard to do around my schedule that we do other Gems of War for. Unless I just did one continuous stream from like... Oh, I could probably do that. I could do maybe like 1 day, do a continuous stream from like midnight on... or no, it'd actually still be the Guild War battle. So basically what it would be is the Guild War battle late at like midnight on my time. And then we just go and wait till 3 a.m. when it switches the event. And they go from there. Or do something like that. Oh, no. Hello, Makisa. Welcome. But yeah, how many points do we need to reach top 100 on day 1? We would need to get 5,000 points. That is definitely manageable. 5,000 on day 1, that is definitely manageable. Would have to play basically twice as much as what I'm doing right now, which isn't that bad. And let's say, well, actually it's a little bit higher, because these people are probably getting points as we're speaking. So, yeah, we'd have to play for about, like, 5 hours on a Monday. That wouldn't be too bad. That's easily manageable. Especially since we normally already play for, like, 2-ish. Well, technically a little bit longer, because the video normally is what takes up most of the time on the Monday, is going over all the event stuffs. Because of the render time and everything on the video. Okay, well, we'll take the brown just for the sake of taking it, because he's just going to drain our mana. No, I shouldn't have taken the brown. He just got so much free mana from it. I was hoping we could kind of play around that. But, nope. Not at all. So, we'll give him from some free yellow, it looks like. Oh, silent one. No. No, 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 no. Okay, well, we can only damage him with skulls. Oh, good. We got to... Wow, that was very lucky right there. That was a very quick cleanse. Normally it takes way longer than that. So we'll throw down the Dragon Soul. Deliberately didn't take the red extra turn there. It wouldn't really have helped us much. And that is match. Well, we're not won yet, but it's pretty much over. And now it's over. Up, up, up. No, no, it's not. Really, Famine? You couldn't resist getting in that 1 kill off of 2 HP and 2 armor? Archie was at 1 armor at the time. Okay, well, we'll just poke him with anything in this match. And down he goes. Has Silent One been used that much? I haven't been seeing him too much. He's being used within Drain Spam. I still don't find Silent One to be too bad. It is a little bit annoying when you are up against Scion Famine with a Silent One. But other than that, a Silent One in most teams isn't really going to do much. It's mainly the Scion Famine aspect of the team that's making it annoying. Silent One, not so much. Like, it's annoying when you get silenced, but at least it's manageable. Not to mention, if you really had to, there is a counter to silence. You just use anything with impervious or immune to silence. Whereas Mana Drain, you don't have any option to switch into. You just have to let the Mana Drain spam you like crazy. Or Mana Drain them before they Mana Drain you. That or just use a team that won't be restricted as much with lower mana is always another option. We'll throw down on yellow here. Just get those off the board. A little bit of damage. It pokes us, but we don't really have much mana to lose. And he's not gaining any extra. And he's just going to get skull distracted. Perfect. So if we can just keep getting skull distracted, that'd be great. We'll do it on blue, and I think we can distract again. Good. I'll just take a little skull poke. We'll throw Dragon Soul, and that is match. You have 5,400 points, and you're number 71 currently. Before 4 times speed, 20 key points were enough for top 100, and it was your average. But now it is impossible for you to get to top 100. Wait, are you on mobile then? But yeah, the scores that people get on the leaderboard now are excessively high. They go, the top of the leaderboard's like 150,000. It's like minimum 100,000 points you need to be able to make the leaderboard. At one point, you could get it on the leaderboard as low as like 50,000 or something, all the way to number 1. Nowadays, with the speed and everything, it is like minimum 100,000. It could go all the way up to like 150,000 or somewhere around that area too, for the people who really go all in on it. Critique your defend team. It's a surprise. What is your defend team? Did you say something in global chat? Say something in global chat and I could fight you. Let me see. Let me go to global chat 1. I don't know why it keeps defaulting me to no chat. That's a little bit annoying. Is it defaulting everyone to no chat? Or is that just something it's doing to me as of randomly, as of all of a sudden? Because I noticed as of recently, it starts to default me right to no chat, which is really annoying because it used to default me to global chat 1. It could just be that too many people are in global chat 1 or something, and they're trying to reduce it down. Cyan Famine? Oh wait, what did Mike say? Oh no, for the team. I don't know what his team will be. We'll see in a second. How do you get +2 mine +1? Wait, what? How do you get +2 mine +1? Are you talking about banners? Like a +2 +1 banner? You get +2 +1 banners from specific kingdoms. I believe every single +2 +1 banner you cannot unlock until level 30 or 25. I forget which one of those two levels. It might be 30. I can't remember. It's either 25 or level 30. You can't unlock a single one of the +2 +1 banners until then. The +2 +1s are actually not any higher because there's also a -1 on them. But of course, if you're using a team that doesn't use that other color or doesn't really use that color that much, then you can use a +2 +1 -1 without really having any effect of the -1 hurting you at all. So it's technically a 3 mana banner instead of a 2. But yeah, because of that, every single one of them is locked until you get just a little bit higher on a level, because they are a bit harder to actually use those banners with specific teams, because the synergy for them is it's a little bit harder to actually build teams around specific ones of them. Wow, how does he keep killing us so much? Just die already. There, go. But it defaults you to global chat too? Okay, that's weird. So it's defaulting everyone somewheres. It keeps defaulting me to none, which I really hate, because then I'm not in any global chat at all. So, Mike, which one are you in global chat? Let me go see. Is that you? No, you're not Jacob. Actually, Jacob's the other guy that we just recruited recently. Wait, which one of you did I just add to the guild who's currently Jacob? I actually forget. Wait, whoever's Jacob, say something in chat. Oh, you're Jacob. Okay, yeah, you were the Jacob. Okay, I forgot for a second. Thank you. What is your team? Oh, 4 times Queen Aurora. It's actually pretty easy to take out. Let me go get the Kraken build for this. Where's Kraken? Where's the Kraken? Where's Green Suit? Oh, come on, Kraken. Where are you? The only problem with them adding more team slots is now I can't find where all my teams are. Wait, where is my Kraken team? Did I not have a save? There it is, Green Kraken. Oh, no, that's Green Kraken. Whoops. Where is non-green Kraken? Okay, well, I'll just make a team then. Not too big a deal. Edit team. Troops. Filter. Green Seer. Giant Spider. And double Kraken. There we go. And we'll throw down the Frozen banner. And we're good to go. And now we instant win. All we need to do is get looping. But yeah, I didn't want to have to deal with its barriers, so I figured we go with something like this. Because Kraken is probably the best troop in the game for removing barrier, I'd have to say. Because all you need is one extra turn, and then boom, it just broke all their barriers. Oh no, it almost got full mana there. That would have been bad, but it didn't, so that's fine. We'll convert that out. Boom, bunch of damage, and now we just have to keep shuffling this. Back and forth. There we go. I love that when it works. It normally works almost all the time, but there you go, Jacob. We destroyed it. I cheated. I used infinite loop. There we go. But yeah, Kraken is quite powerful. Fully traded. This is actually one of the strongest teams in the game right now. Not to mention, even though Kraken's gem spawn got nerfed, he is currently the best devouring troop in the game. We won't be able to utilize that here because he has like so much impervious. But he's the only devouring troop that can devour through barrier because he does damage before he rolls his devour chance. Whereas every other devourer in the entire game rolls their devour chance before they do damage. Kraken, for whatever reason, does it in reverse order, making him a lot stronger and is actually the strongest devourer in the game, other than a Great Maul, which has a 100% chance to devour. But excluding Great Maul, Kraken is currently the best devouring troop. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of... Oh, don't you dare. Oh, wait. Wait, he already killed that. Wow, that's a lot of stats. I can't believe he's actually winning with triple Wolf Garrick. He's actually beating us with triple Wolf Garrick. I think he actually just won. I think he just won. No, the AI is too dumb to win. Good job, AI. They really need to tweak the AI already. Well, we're going to have to... Wow, we could actually lose this then. His team is really well made to completely troll what I'm using right now. Well, we'll miss with that, but we should hit with that one. And now we'll just have to get Giant Spider Kraken loop, which is quite a bit harder to do. But it is still possible, as you can see. Well, there we go. Not exactly how I want to win, but there you see, you got to devour and all that. So yeah, not exactly how I wanted to win that battle, but we still won it. Worst comes to worst, Giant Spider Kraken can loop together. It's better to do Green Seer Giant Spider, but Giant Spider with Kraken is enough. You can also do double Giant Spider with double Kraken, and that's enough to win Guild War days as well on green days. I used to do that for green days. Now I do like a Christine X kind of build. Oh, see ya, Mika. Have a good time. And I'm probably going to be ending out the stream soon, too. I still haven't ate anything all day yet. I tend to only do one meal a day. That's a habit I ended up building during college, and I kind of just stuck with it. Though I'm still gaining weight even from doing only one meal a day. Mainly because I probably eat too much during that one meal. That's probably the main reason why. I also don't have the healthiest of diet. I've been trying to fix that some, and exercising a bit more. I've been really slacking on it recently. Let's see. It was a lot easier to do in college. Mainly because there was actually healthier choices around me. But there are like no healthy options around me at all where I live. And that's match. There we go. Is it super unhealthy? Let's see. I do not eat a bunch of pizzas. I actually haven't had pizza for a while now. Though now that you say that, it does make me hungry for pizza. Okay. What do we do? We'll go for purple. Take the skull. Throw down green seer. Go from there. And yeah, we'll just do it on red. Let's see. What do we do? We don't have any alignment at all because he's not giving us the right colors. Guess we'll just take a random green, start getting our mana up a bit. If anyone has anything else you want me to cover, just let me know and we can go and definitely go do that. So just let me know and we'll go do that. Otherwise, probably going to be heading off probably after this battle. There's no other questions or anything you want me to go over. I know there's a lot of different things about diets. It's not really something I've ever bothered doing. It's not like I'm deliberately trying to eat one meal a day. It just sometimes happens based on scheduling. And pretty much my schedule for the last several years has made it where it's just, that's like all I do is just eat one meal a day. I don't even feel hungry many times in the morning anymore, like at all. And I normally don't feel hungry until I'm awake for about, I would say about 6 hours, approximately. 6 to 8 hours is even when I remotely feel hungry. And if I end up waking up later, like kind of today, I woke up at, actually don't even remember what time I woke up. Let's just say this, it was like past noon. I forget exactly the time, but it was definitely past noon when I woke up today. Because I recorded the thing so late at night. I think I went to bed at like 5 a.m. Let's see. Anyways, Kraken. No Devour. That's unfortunate, especially since it gets a kill there. You actually lose this. So we'll throw down greens. We still get the double Kraken damage though, which is definitely enough to pop them. And that's match with one more Kraken, regardless of what it does, I believe. That is enough damage. No, it is not. Never mind. Wow. We need to actually turn him to break the shield. Oh, or we could try devouring him. This is what I mean with Kraken can devour through barrier. Please get the devour so I can show this. You see he has a devour right now, which currently stops barrier, but we can do this. Please devour. And you can still kill it, because the damage hits the barrier, and then it devours. So that's basically what I was talking about with how Kraken is so powerful. He's the only devouring troop in the game that can do what you just saw right there. Hitting through barrier and then devouring it, which makes him the best devouring troop aside from Great Maul. Though in most instances you probably just use a Kraken. Very few teams actually use Great Maul. The only team I can really think of that is the most notorious team for Great Maul is Great Maul Mercy, or with the triple threat of Mercy, Inferno King, Shegra. It's something that has been used pretty much since that combination has been in the game. You sent me a message on the forum. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I might let you know later tonight. Actually, no, we won't have another one later tonight. But I'll let you know next Monday to see if we are going to be getting rid of anyone. And I'll make sure you're one of the first people I mention, since you're normally in the stream quite a bit as well. So, yep. Anyways, I'll be heading off for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you still... Oh, wait. Did you ever try the 4x Mythics and Furnace? Yeah, we tried something with 4x Mythics. We can definitely do that again at a later time, for sure. There's not too many options, other than doing the 4 Horsemen, of course, but like without doing the 4 Horsemen. There aren't too many options, but yeah, we end up messing around with that on, like, I believe we did it on both Friday and Saturday. We definitely did it on Saturday. But anyways, I'll be heading out for night. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back same time tomorrow night just to do the Guild War battles and all that. I'll try to do the soul farming video. I've been meaning to do that for ages. I should have time tomorrow. And if I don't, I'll probably do something that's a little bit less time consuming. Maybe something like a few hours of Darkest Dungeon, maybe. I've been wanting to play that again a little bit, so we'll probably do that sometime tomorrow. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming out. See you all this Friday, or, you know, or tomorrow or next Friday. Because next Friday will basically be our next, like, really major stream. Next Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have the New Kingdom coming out on Friday. So basically the whole weekend, or at least Friday, Saturday, as far as the weekends is concerned, we'll be messing around with all of the New Kingdom and seeing what we can do, seeing how powerful it is and everything like that. Anyways, thanks for coming out. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye, and have a wonderful week.